There is a certain type of person you've probably never noticed. They don't drive flashy cars, they don't post about their vacations, they don't talk about money, ever. But quietly, behind the scenes, they are building serious wealth, month by month, year by year, while everyone around them is broke and confused. These people follow 12 unspoken rules. Rules that nobody teaches you, rules that schools never mention. And today, I'm breaking all 12 of them down for you. Rule number 1. They never tell anyone how much they make. And I mean nobody. Not their friends, not their family, not their coworkers. The moment you share your income, people's behavior toward you changes. Friends expect you to pay more. Family members start asking for loans. Coworkers get resentful. And here's the deeper truth. The more people know you have money, the more pressure you feel to spend it to maintain an image. The quietly wealthy understand that your income is private information, not because they're secretive, but because protecting that information protects their wealth. Your paycheck is yours. Your investments are yours. Keep them that way. Rule number 2. They never lifestyle inflate. Here's what lifestyle inflation looks like. You get a raise from $50,000 to $70,000. Suddenly, you get a nicer apartment, a better car, more expensive restaurants, better clothes, and at the end of the year, you saved exactly the same amount as before. 0. The raise disappeared into a bigger lifestyle. The quietly wealthy do something completely different. When their income goes up, their lifestyle stays the same, or goes up only slightly. That extra money goes directly into investments, into savings, into assets that grow while they sleep. They understand the secret that most people never learn. Your savings rate matters more than your income. A person earning $50,000 and saving 30% builds more wealth than a person earning $100,000 and saving 5%, every single time. Rule number 3. They never buy anything to impress other people. This one sounds simple, but it is genuinely one of the hardest things in the world to do, because we are wired to care what people think. We buy the nicer car because we want people to see us differently. We wear the designer outfit to the job interview. We get the bigger apartment so guests will be impressed. And here's the brutal truth about all of that. Nobody cares as much as you think. Studies from Harvard show that we massively overestimate how much people notice and remember what we have. People are too focused on themselves to spend long thinking about your car or your bag. The quietly wealthy understand this deeply. They drive normal cars, they wear normal clothes, they live in normal homes, and their bank account, anything but normal. Rule number 4. They pay themselves first, always, without exception. Here's what most people do. They get paid, they pay rent, they pay bills, they buy groceries, they spend on whatever comes up, and at the end of the month, they save whatever is left, and there is never anything left. The quietly wealthy flip this completely. The moment money arrives, a fixed percentage goes directly to savings and investments, automatically, before they can spend it, before they can think about it, before life can absorb it. They treat their savings like a bill that must be paid, not a choice, a requirement. And because it's automatic, they never miss it. Because you can't spend money you never see. Even if it's just 10%, even if it's just $100, pay yourself first, every single time. Rule number 5. They invest in themselves quietly, not publicly, not for attention, not to post about it. They read books, they take courses, they learn skills that increase their earning power. They study investing, taxes, negotiation, financial literacy. And they do this consistently, year after year, without announcing it, because the return on investing in your own knowledge is unlimited. A $20 book that teaches you how to negotiate your salary can be worth $5,000 more per year. A $100 course that teaches you a high-income skill can be worth $30,000 more per year. The quietly wealthy treat their brain like their most valuable asset, because it is. Rule number 6. They avoid bad debt like it is literally contagious. There are 2 types of debt. Good debt, that buys you assets that grow or produce income, a mortgage on a rental property, a business loan for a profitable business, and bad debt, that buys you things that lose value immediately. Credit card debt, car loans, buy now, pay later, personal loans for vacations. The quietly wealthy use good debt strategically, and they run from bad debt completely, because every dollar of bad debt comes with an interest rate between 7% and 29%. That means for every $1,000 you borrow, you don't just pay back $1,000. You pay back $1,200 or $1,500. Debt is renting money at a price that makes you permanently poorer. Rule number 7. They are obsessively patient, and this might be the most underrated wealth-building tool that exists. We live in a world of instant everything. Instant delivery, instant gratification, instant results. And most people want their money to work that way too. Fast investments, quick returns, crypto that doubles in a week. The quietly wealthy think in decades, not days. They plant seeds knowing the tree takes years to grow. They invest knowing the returns come slowly at first and then explosively later. Compound interest rewards patience above everything else. $500 per month for 10 years at 10% returns, $101,000. The same $500 per month for 30 years, $1,130,000. Same investment, 10 times more money, just from being patient 20 more years. Rule number 8. They build multiple income streams, silently. Not 1, not 2, multiple. The average millionaire has 7 income streams. But here's what's important. They didn't build 7 at once. They built one solid stream first, then added the second, then the third, over years, not overnight. What are these streams? A salary or business as the primary income, dividend-paying stocks that pay them quarterly, a rental property or 2 that generates monthly rent, interest from high-yield savings accounts, maybe a small side business or freelance work, maybe royalties from something they created once. The key is each stream is built slowly, quietly, without announcing it to anyone, until one day multiple rivers of income are flowing into their life automatically. Rule number 9. They fiercely protect their peace. And this one surprises people when I say it's a wealth rule, but here's the connection. Financial stress costs money. When you're stressed, you make impulsive decisions. You buy things you don't need. You sell investments at the wrong time. You make choices based on emotion instead of logic. The quietly wealthy eliminate financial stress through systems. Emergency funds that cover 6 months of expenses, no bad debt hanging over them, automated savings so they never have to think about it, clear financial goals so every decision is easy. When your financial house is in order, your mind is clear, and a clear mind makes better financial decisions. Protecting your peace is building your wealth. Rule number 10. They learn from everyone, but follow almost nobody. The quietly wealthy are voracious learners. They read, they listen, they absorb information from every source, but they are extremely selective about whose financial advice they actually follow. Not your aunt, not the coworker who made money on one stock, not the social media guru with the rented Lamborghini. They ask one question before taking any financial advice. Does this person have the results I want, consistently, over a long period of time? If the answer is yes, they listen carefully. If the answer is no, they smile, nod, and do their own thing. Because bad financial advice from well-meaning people destroys more wealth than any stock market crash. Rule number 11. They know their numbers. Exactly. Net worth, monthly income, monthly expenses, savings rate, investment returns, tax rate. They know all of it. Not roughly, exactly. Most people have absolutely no idea how much they spend every month. They swipe cards, tap phones, and at the end of the month, they're surprised there's nothing left. The quietly wealthy treat their personal finances like a business. A business that doesn't know its numbers fails. A person who doesn't know their numbers stays broke. You don't need a complicated spreadsheet, just 4 numbers: income, expenses, savings rate, net worth. Track them monthly. Know where you stand, because you cannot improve what you don't measure. Rule number 12. They always play the long game. Every single decision they make, they ask one question. How does this serve me in 10 years? Not today, not this week, 10 years. The car they drive today, is it still costing them in 10 years? The investment they make today, where is it in 10 years? The skill they learn today, what does it pay in 10 years? The habit they build today, what does it look like in 10 years? Most people optimize for today. Quietly wealthy people optimize for the decade. And here's what makes this so powerful. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and massively underestimate what they can achieve in 10. 10 years of consistent small decisions compound into a life most people can barely imagine. So there you have it, the 12 rules of getting rich silently. They never tell anyone their income, they never lifestyle inflate, they never buy to impress. They pay themselves first. They invest in themselves quietly. They avoid bad debt. They are obsessively patient. They build multiple income streams. They protect their peace. They learn from everyone but follow almost nobody. They know their numbers, and they always play the long game. None of these rules require a high salary. None require luck. None require a perfect situation. They just require consistency and time, and the quiet discipline to do the boring thing, day after day, while everyone else is chasing the next shiny thing. Subscribe, because next week we're going deep into why compounding feels completely broken until you hit this one specific number. And once you hit it, everything changes.